First, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Ridge Technology Screens. We had a little bit of internet technical difficulties in the middle of a customer demonstration. We're going to start pre-orders for this right away. I've been getting requests on our Facebook page and requests through on YouTube asking us about when the availability for. As we go along testing this stuff, we're seeing that it has all kinds of interesting applications. You coat this stuff on plexiglass. I'm up early in the morning. I'm really excited about this stuff. But you coat this stuff on plexiglass. It has front and rear technology. You coat this on any form of speaker mesh, any kind of transparent acoustic surface. It turns into these amazing like OLED black insane screens. The formula automatically is the darkest we have when it comes to invisible technology, and it produces amazing images. I'm already thinking about how to measure my screen here because I'm not spraying this inside the house. I'm taking this outside through the doorway. Hopefully, it goes through the doorway. I can put it out in the front and coat it down with this new technology. This right here is a game changer because we don't have to develop the acoustic screens anymore. This actually does the acoustic screens. So this stuff is absolutely incredible. So it looks amazing on micro mesh. We haven't tested yet on mesh yet. We got regular mesh right there in the next room. We've already done it on fiberglass. If it's on fiberglass, it's going to go to glass or any kind of transparent surface. But the reaction on micro mesh is insane. So we're going to be doing. I'm going to be changing out a few screens in the house. Actually, this one's going to be coated with this technology here, and then I have another acoustic screen upstairs at 150 inches on the rack. I can just stretch that one out and spray that one in the backyard. But as I said before, when you're coating this, there's a few rules to this. So when you're coating this onto a regular surface like fiberglass or something like that, you can adjust how dark you want the screen by how many applications you apply. If you're doing micro mesh, it's just a one coating and you're done. That's basically about it. You want to make sure you just saturate that surface, but coat it real nicely. I've done a paint on demonstration. I'm planning to do another one for you with a better view, because last time I had the camera downward. I'm going to have the camera upward so you can get a better view of exactly how easy it is to spray the screen. All right, so let's begin. I'm going to go back a little farther in this demonstration right here. And then, as you can see, we have a ton of light. Always we have plenty of light. I like to keep it well lit in here. And this is the invisible phantom technology. And this is react. This is going to be fantasizing. It's going to be fantastic for special effects, 3D mapping. It has so many applications. We haven't had the time to do 3D mapping on, but we will be getting to that shortly. The angle gain on this is absolutely stunning. Make sure we got a Wi-Fi off. And just a few minutes ago, we're doing a customer's demonstration and boop, internet went off, came back on. So we get little hiccups here and there. So I take that Wi-Fi off. Now, because of the new technology's capabilities, we don't have to make acoustic screens anymore. This technology does it by itself. So we already are setting up for pre-orders. We have 4 pre-orders coming in already. Requests coming in already for people to actually get their hands on it as fast as possible. That's what's wrong with this thing. This is gonna really show what the thing is designed to do. That'll be better. Now mind, this is all being done on no 4K. We're using our 1080p projector. My projector behind me is an old used projector. It's a old projector around. It's a Chrissy LWU501i. You can get these projectors for around $270 to about $350, but under $500. No calibrated. The projector is set in the original factory settings, and it's eco mode right now. Like I said, price tag for the projector around $270 to around $350. That's it. No calibrating needed. Like I said, this technology will give you the ability to be able to take any form of micro mesh surface and turn it into an acoustic. Color enhancement technology, white level technology, or actually heightener technology embedded into the technology to do that. Color enhancement technology, and amazing contrast capabilities. Same kind of heightener technology that the phantom paint on screens have. We do those tests where we can paint on the screen with black paint, and the screen produces a higher white level. Same technology is embedded and invisible. So I'm trying to figure out, my screen right here disconnects there and there, has hooks on it. I got to measure this, see how I can get it out that front door, get it out in the back and the front, and I'm gonna coat mine with this technology. Actually, I'm converting all my acoustics to this technology right here. Let me get me a measuring tape so I can figure out how big this is, get that out there so I can get this technology on it. This stuff is amazing.
At YouBreak iFix, we diagnose any electronic device for free and promise to keep you informed every step.
Okay, I had to go downstairs to grab my certified screens.
With the knowledge to get
So we can begin testing, because I can't wait to see how this is going to react.
With our same
Let me see where, here we go, found it.
Service.
Trying to figure what I did with my, we got to certify us up here right now for this. I got to see this. I can tell you right from the door, from what I've just seen what the technology does, nothing we have over here is going to compete with the screen. I'm calling that right ahead of time. Right now, calling it ahead of time. Nothing we have in that pile is going to compete with that technology. So, you go grab me tape, which I know I got some around here somewhere. I can't wait to see this. So we have some basic screen paint products and we have certifieds up there. I want to start off with the white screens first because this technology pulls an amazing high white level. So that's what I'm more curious to see first is the white levels, how the white levels are going to react. One of the things I discussed the most that when you're testing a black technology, you have to make sure you test it against white levels. One of the things I don't ever see enough in demonstrations. I see people skipping this part. You never test their products on certifies. Definitely don't test their products on different caliber projectors. It's one of the things you should be seeing how your product is going to be able to react. Let me see, I want to make sure I have this site written down because I'm going to come back to this site again. I like what they have on the demonstrations. See if Mr. Bird did his pen that fast, that quick. I need to run some tests real quick. I want to make sure I can get back to these videos. It's always hard to get new fresh content. I've done these videos over and over again. Now I have to get back to this. All right, so put this up here, so I know where that's at. So is that anywhere? So what I want to check out first is I want to check out the screen's white level capabilities. I want to take several white certified screens I'm going to be using for the demonstration. One of these is going to be two of these are acoustics. The screen we have up here is also acoustic too. Some white sample sheets here. Yeah, usually when I'm up early in the morning like this, I'm excited. Especially when I get a chance to test out new technology that we've been blessed to have. Always excited. I want to see white level tests, I want to see certified tests, and I want to see how this screen is going to stack up. Now, I've seen the review, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. The technology here is 5%. We haven't done ultra short throw tests on it. We haven't done ultra short throw on certified screens, and we're just now getting around to doing this certified screen demonstration. But it's funny how you would think that's a finished product. No, we don't do what you guys do over there. You guys make something, you throw it up, you think it's automatically done. Our stuff takes time. So we had to have certain tests done in order for the screen to be able to earn its label. So yeah, but nice try though. Now, this is a particular individual who tried to analyze one of my demonstrations and doesn't even understand the technology that's sitting before him at all, period. Doesn't understand that the technology has to go through certified tests also. But as again, like I said, they don't do the same demonstrations. And these are individuals who still have not yet backed their product yet at all, period. At the end of the day, they can say whatever they want. We can back our products. I still have not seen the multi-application proof on why it has to be applied to a surface other than just painting the first coat and being the last coat and being done with it. I haven't seen the match against the wall in the theater room. I haven't even seen the live make the products, put them against your own screen comparison. Haven't seen any of those yet, period. So I don't know. But again, let's get back to work. We got things to do. All right. So for those of you probably wondering, what's he talking about by comparison? We have a product under Digital Crystal Screen Paint. And the Digital Crystal Screen Paint is a 7-year-old product that's been around for quite a long time. It's a very old screen paint. We had it when we first started our company. And it looks a lot like and reacts a lot like some of the screen paints we've already seen today. We've requested for them to make the products. The ingredients is free for everybody to make the products so they can make them too. And everybody can make the products. It's free. And like I said, it doesn't have the same capabilities as our products here, but at least it's free. It's a cheaper paint. It's free at the end of the day. And you don't have to spend money for something that somebody can't officially back up their product. So we offered for them to make the product. We listed it multiple times, and it was never done. And the reason why it was never done, because it matches a 7-year-old screen paint. That's why. So instead of paying $85 for it, we have a website where we can make it for free. So I'm not going to sit up there and charge you for something that is 7 years old. Old 7 years old. Well, she can show me a difference on why. And there's no difference in the product. Product all reacts the same way. So I don't know. They can't back up their products, huh? That's my problem. All right, so we're going to go with the white acoustic right here. I'm going to put several screens up there. Today is going to be a shave day for me. I got to shave this mess down. We're going to be using, that's the Vivid Storm, by the way. We're going to be using Acoustic Pro 1080p3, which is going to be interesting because the screen we have right here is acoustic now. Right there, it's the lead screens. With the Acoustic Pro 1080p3. Right there is 0.9 gain. That one right there. Yeah, we find that interesting. We got one person who cancels orders, and the other individual shopping carts are never ever open for some strange reason. But these are people that are interviewing people's products. We find this interesting. But like I said, they can't back their products, don't buy. All right, we have another white surface. This is a 2.0 white screen. Now what we're doing in this demonstration, which you should be seeing in any demonstration involving any form of black technology, you should be seeing where your white levels lay at. Some people will do this on a standalone, which means they'll have the screen up there by itself with nothing to compare it to. And I'll say, look at my white levels. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to be to show you have to show a difference in the comparison so people can measure exactly. So it's good to know because you need to know exactly where your white levels are going to land. you're automatically going to produce better color. You're automatically going to produce better contrast. The challenge is the white levels, because the white screen is going to produce the highest white level. So you have to see where you're going to stand at when it comes to that. All right, let's go with white screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
We got an actual white screen, or do we have a continuous loop? So this is where the white levels come up compared to the white levels that we have on the visible technology. And this is what you should be seeing anytime someone displays a gunmetal or very dark screen. This is one of the first demonstrations you have to see, besides the whole pour out paint process and all that stuff like that. But when you're testing screens out, you have to see where your white levels lay at. This gives you a chance to go in to adjust and affix your white levels. Now, if you never do this test, what's going to happen is you're going to produce a product that when somebody does do that test, it's going to come out extremely dark because white levels were never tested. All right, let's come over here. I like this snowboard right here. I can watch this thing all day long. So Saturday, we start construction on the bigger screen. So I figure I'm going to do something customized. I'm going to do 4x8 for my screen instead of 4x7 because I want that extra length for my 235.1 setup too also. Now, if you wanted the size of this screen, this is an 80-inch at 235.1. And I'm going to have to expand it to maybe 106. I might do a 106-inch screen because I like that size of the 106-inch. So I'll probably do a 106-inch screen. That's what I'm going to do. I have to go to Projector Central to get those proper measurements for that one. So I'm doing me another acoustic. Well, actually, this one's going to be coated if I can get it out the door. If I can't get it out the door, I'm not coating it inside the house. As I said before, there are going to be certain requirements. Certain requirements you're going to have for spraying these screens. If you're going to be using this particular formula, we do not advise you spraying this inside the house at all, period. We advise you take it outside and spray it outside, and also to wear a mask. It's not hazardous. I have lung issues. If anything, if this stuff was going to trigger me, it'd be triggering me right now. I wouldn't be able to breathe. But no, it's safe. But the bottom line is, anytime you spray any kind of substance, I don't care what it is, you should always wear a mask. The minute it comes out of the cannon, it becomes airborne. So you should always have a mask on anytime you're spraying anything. I don't care if it's water-based, primer, you should have a mask on. If it becomes airborne, it can go through your nose. That's one of the things we suggest people, yes, do. Make sure you're in an area that's well ventilated, plenty of airflow pushing back and forth. That's very important. That's why I like to cook these outside. Now, if you're painting this on micro mesh, like I said, it's a very easy application. As you saw in the demonstration, if you did watch the demonstration, well, you got plenty of time to watch. It's there anyway, ain't going anywhere. You just basically, it's a one coat application for any form of micro mesh or mesh material. If you're painting this on plexiglass, you have options. With plexiglass, you have the ability to adjust how dark you want the screen. 2 coats, 3 coats, and the last one is 5. That would allow you to make the screen darker. Each time you put an application, it would change as dark as you want. Now, how I do it is I'll take a piece of newspaper, lay it at the bottom of it, and then what I'll do is, as I'm spraying it, the less I see, that's how I adjust how dark I want it. Now, we have 4 versions of this. We're going to have a silver version. There's a dark gray, and there is going to be a crystal clear. Crystal clear is used basically for window advertising. It's suggested to use ultra short those with that particular application. And yes, you have to use a paint sprayer. This cannot be used with a paint roller. Do not use with paint rollers at all. You will mess up, streak, and damage the screen. It has to be sprayed on only. Let me see what we got going on here. It's not designed to be sprayed on, I said, transparent surfaces. You do not want to apply this on a surface that's already coated with the application on it. Transparent. I explained to people, follow the rules, because once you don't follow the rules, keep in mind, there is disclaimers in this product. So if you basically go outside the rules, and at the end of the day, what's going to happen is, if your product doesn't work out correctly, or you have an imbalance where something doesn't function correctly, we don't cover that. It's like pulling the tags off your PS4 to modify it. All right, let's go over to, see, this is the reason why. At one point, We only made this available for companies because we get customers that'll get it. Not saying all of them. We get customers that'll get it, and they'll start doing stuff like, no, no, no. It's designed. This is what it's designed for. This is what you use it for. Such and so and so and so. Yeah, you just don't want to do it that way. Trust me, we've done all these experiments. Everything that you're thinking about right now, we do all the experiments. What happens if we blast one of these screens with it? What kind of reaction if we put it on this? It doesn't work well at all. What kind of projectors does it work well? We have to do a knockoff projector demonstration by the end of the day. Let's get some more white levels on this. Let's get Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, before we go down the road of applying it to what you want, what you're thinking about, before we go down that road, we'll have to do some other tests. But that's what we have the paint for. That's what the Phantom paint is designed for. Phantom is designed to be able to paint on any surface you want. This is the rear technology of this technology. Like when we do the gamers, there's a gamer version of a Phantom coming out. We're just waiting for the elements to get here. But we can make an invisible version of it. Deep red, there's an invisible version of deep red, which I would love to see that right there. To take the end of the day, I would like to see what a deep red invisible looks like. We have it downstairs in the books. We haven't got a chance to make it yet, but I'm really curious what that would look like. What we need to see right now, where the light, what levels are going to lay. Let me pause this for a minute for you. Now we're going to run this back again. We got to run this back again because we have to run this back again on an official 106-inch screen. This is not the certified demonstrations. This is my curiosity to figure out exactly how it's going to react. So this is not an actual test. The screen's too small. The screen's too small. Even though the projector sits back a distance, the screen is too small. It has to be at an official 100-inch screen in order for us to get a proper reading off of it. That's why we don't do those small screens. We do small screens for tests, but eventually it ends up on one of these monsters right here because we need to see exactly how it's going to react, and we have it at an official size. Because keep in mind, the bigger you make the screen, your pixelations on your projector are going to have to expand, and you may lose some color or some deterioration may happen to the screen. So we need to know how this is going to react with those sample sheets and when we do this on a much larger surface, which will be by Saturday. Saturday, I will be building me another one. Excuse me. This one, I got to measure right now and figure out how I'm going to get that through my front door because I got 2 acoustic screens that need to be coated. This one, and I got a 150-inch upstairs. The 150 upstairs is easy because it's on clamps. Just take that off, take it outside, done. This one is stationary, which means I'm going to pick this thing up, take it outside and coat it. Or if I can't do that, I'm going to have to rebuild me another one. And if I build me another one, I'm doing a 235.1 acoustic. Black acoustic, that's what I want. And I'm gonna get my thing. The size of this screen. Oh yeah, this is definitely going through the door. The average door is about 8.5 feet high. That's about 6 feet high. That's definitely going through the door. Yeah, I'm gonna be coating this pretty soon. Heck, I might be replacing that front screen there too with an acoustic too. Now, lightweight these things are, there's no weight. This screen is 148 inches. This thing is so lightweight, it's not even funny. That screen, on the other hand, in there, it's kind of heavy. It's 126 inch. And that thing is heavy. But this thing right here, this is the acoustic. It's an acoustic screen, just like this. So for that coating, I want it on there. This one, I'm definitely going to do. And I'm thinking about replacing my screen, put another acoustic in there. Because I want my speakers behind the back of my screen. I can't stand having my speakers right there. It's driving me crazy. See how I got it set up in here? You don't see any speakers, do you? My subs are behind my couch, and all my speakers are sitting right behind this bad boy right there. That's how I want it clean. So I'm considering getting rid of that 126, transferring that to the basement, and then I'm going and getting setting up one here and an acoustic right there. Now, mind you, when you do these acoustics, you have to remember you can't have light transferring through the back of the screen. I have blackout cloth on the back of my screen when I installed it, due to the fact that I have high-powered neon lights. I don't want my neon lights pushing through my glass and coming out to the other end of my house. So when you walk past the house, you can't even see this neon lights here because that blocks all the light that's coming from the neon transferring through. Same thing's going to happen when you're dealing with acoustics. Light can travel through the screen. You have to make sure you're going to be using this for front projection. Have it against somewhere where light can transfer through. 4K Snow Screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
This is out of curiosity to see exactly where these white levels are going to lay at.
Whatever life throws at you. Baking adventures, pizza nights, or big video calls. Work your magic with OxyClean White Revive for 40% whiter whites than chlorine bleach.
It's crispy, juicy, tender, as in juicy and tender, and crispy. McDonald's.
I know we're a bit off topic here, but I'm considering doing this now because it's so much easier. I can get a much bigger screen out of this. I can custom build this myself. This is my 126 inch right here. So I do one of those like that over here. I can get from all the way from here to here. So my projector actually pushes out a bigger screen than this, but I have to shrink it to fit the 126 inch. I could go way bigger than this, much bigger than this. I'm not worried about these strip neon lights right here because they got the same setup where my lights actually ride behind the back of it. You'll see it come up anyway because the screen's acoustic. So that's not going to affect the screen at all. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, now how you don't have the light pushing through, it's really easy because I have them up here at the top of my theater room. So if you notice when the lights trigger on at the top, they don't push through the screen. The reason why is because where I built the screen, it's about a 4-inch wide piece of wood, and that's actually blocking the light from transferring through the top. That's why you don't see it pushing through the top. So that's the same thing we got to do here, we got to do there. But in here, I can fill the entire area out with that acoustic. I can have it cut from here to here. This is 126. I may be to roughly get 130 inch out of this. I'm always looking to get a bigger screen. Always looking to get a bigger screen. I'm never happy with, I try to be, but I'm always thinking we can go bigger. That's what these projectors are designed to do. Some people will stick to a 100 inch or a smaller screen because they're going to get a more tighter, brighter image. Technology we have, we don't have to deal with that. Man, I can get a nice big size screen. I'm going to measure that out and see how big a screen I can fit in there. I definitely want to get at least about 130 inch or 132 inch in there. Maybe a customized built in there. I might do one for the kitchen too. Paint over that screen in the kitchen. Put an acoustic in there on that one. Because the material is freaking super cheap when you think about it. I mean, it's basically, at the end of the day, people are like, well, what do you build with acoustic screens? You can build anything. You can go get mesh that you get. This is tarp mesh that you get basically at any form of a tarp supply store, Amazon, whatever. That's just basic tarp. Micro mesh, basically, you get speaker grill. You know, sound travels through speaker grill. So you use that in pretty much any kind of material you want. Or they make micro mesh in large rolls, so you pretty much use that too. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be changing out some screens in the house because I'm sick of that soundbar. It's driving me nuts. So I've had my soundbar tucked behind the back of it. Matter of fact, I might just get a whole new speaker system, hide my subs, don't want those subs to disappear, make the subs disappear, and then put a whole speaker system in front, left and right, soundbar all behind the back of that. Now, I got the blackout cloths behind the back of that, and it's soundproof, so sound doesn't push out. If I decided to go acoustic, I'm gonna soundproof that so sound doesn't push out through the windows. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm definitely doing that. Definitely get rid of that heavy 126-inch screen, put it down in the basement, or put it in the backyard somewhere. Do something else with it. I might put another one outside because these are weatherproof too. Yeah, I'm gonna put a couple of acoustic screens in the house. I like this stuff. It's really amazing. I love it. All right, did we do the snow thing already? Did I get to that already? No, we didn't, did we? Sorry about that. My mind's thinking at 100 miles an hour now because now I want more of these in the house. This thing has no weight to it whatsoever. That 126-inch in there, I have to move all my furniture into the living room, roll up the carpet just to get that giant screen out of there and lay it down. This technology, man, I could build that thing and put it in there and be done with it. Done. You saw the spray on demonstration? Didn't take long for me to coat the screen. But I might do me a red in there. I might do me an invisible red for that one. Let's see if those white levels lay at. All right, I want to get the more high-end certified screens we have. So this right here, we already know for the door, but I need these right here. It's right here. That right there. Let me see. You know, I like to watch on YouTube. I like to watch inventors. I love watching inventors. I like to watch how they go through their struggles, they go through roadblocks, everything they go through. It's just amazing just watching them, how they create, how they design things, how they function, how they think. I love it. A lot of inventors actually got killed by their own inventions. A lot of you know, the guy who built the submarine actually died in that thing. But anyway, I find it interesting. I'm pretty sure these people went through some ridicule. I'm pretty sure the Wright brothers definitely went through ridicule. I know that for the door. I mean, think about it. You got two brothers sitting up on top of a farm somewhere in a mountain building an airplane. Everybody thought that was crazy. Yep, if it wasn't for them, then you'd be taking a Stagecoach Express. And if you watch the history behind the Stagecoach, it was not a pretty ride. Oh. So we have the Darkstar 9. And we have the... this is, I butcher it all the time. Parallax, whatever it's called. My daylight screen. Because at the end of the day, I couldn't care less if I'm dressed, I'm shaved, or whatever. My passion goes into my work. I love what I do for a living. When you get to the point where you don't care what other people think or say, it's all about what you like to do. What makes you happy at the end of the day, what you enjoy to do. Oh, we got a Cinema Grade 5D. Oh, Cinema Grade 5D up there? Do we have one? We have one up here. Yeah. Like I said, I can come up here dressed in rubber duckies and a swimsuit. I'll still blow your screen clean out the water with no mercy. Couldn't care less. It's all about the passion, what you like to do. Cinema Grade 5D. Certified screens. We do this with all our technology and see how they stack up against the most expensive screens we have on the market. White screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
And we got to run this back again. But there's our white levels right there. Versus the certified. that. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh man, yeah, this screen is going to be a monster. Already, we have the highest white screen we have, which is 0.9. We have a selection of each one. So I don't like to pick out screens that are going to basically not give the screen a challenge. I like to pick out different levels of shades. So we have everything from the Cinema Gray 5D, which is mid-gray. We have the Parallax. Is that the same screen or is that the? Oh yeah, it is the same screen. I was wondering, like, it's like a pure silver, but no, it's not pure silver sitting over there. That is a gunmetal, dark gunmetal. The darkest one we have next to gunmetal would be the Dark Star 9. And then the highest white level we would have at our selection would be the Acoustic Pro 1080p3 with the 0.9 gain. And that shows you where our technology stands. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Yes, this is going to be an absolute cakewalk. So automatically I can tell that this screen is going to turn everything white that lays against it. This is why when I tell you, when we do these demonstrations, and I can't express this enough, I'm not saying it's to be bragging or anything, but why do you even try to take a gray screen paint mix and put it against a screen that can take on 18 of these screens like this? What chance do you even think you're going to have to compete with it if you haven't even done the test yourself on 18 certifies? Or even 5 certified short throws. We got every certified short throw screen that Elite Screen has in their arsenal. We have their best of their best here. Every last one of these sample sheets I have in the stack, we have the best of the best of what they have to offer. And you haven't even begun these tests to begin with. How are you even trying to compete with the technology? That's like somebody being a professional runner and they train all year long and the other person sits back and eats Ho-Hos and Doritos and watches cartoons all day long and doesn't train at all. But they're expecting to beat this other runner. And they're the main ones bragging on camera. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm sure. Yeah, no. Your stuff hasn't been properly tested. Green screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
These demonstrations have to be done live. I love doing, you know why I love doing live demonstrations? Because live demonstrations are a freaking adrenaline rush. The fact that my screen, the fact that at any given time, anything could go wrong. You're in a live demonstration. People don't like to do tests on live demonstrations because they have no confidence in their products. When you have confidence in your product, 100% confidence in your product, like you know there's a nose on your face every day when you get in the morning, you know there's a nose there, right? That kind of confidence. You can go on live and you can do demonstrations because as long as you know, I know where my technology comes from. My technology comes from my Lord and Savior. Therefore, it makes it flawless. If it comes from Him, there's going to be no mistakes whatsoever. It's going to do exactly what it's designed to do. And that's what the naysayers don't understand. That's why they cut corners and all the stuff they do. Man, that's why. They have no confidence in their product. As I said before, it doesn't make any sense for someone to have a backyard of that caliber and you have a screen that small sitting in it. I will never understand that. And we're over here building massive size screens, back-to-back 150s, 200. Actually, we got it works for a 300-inch screen, which I can't wait to start working on that one. That one's going to be interesting. I just might build a stand ahead of time just to see how it's going to react on top of that. But you have to have these screens on massive levels. It's very important because people need to see how this paint or how the formula is going to react on a much larger scale. That's why. Until I build my other one, I'm going to coat this one right here. I wonder what I got to do to get this thing off the wall. First things first, let me see. It's not hooked to, oh, okay, cool. And this is the one set of lights right here. That's it. Yeah, I can just snap this off. Take this thing right off. Yeah, definitely. I think I'm going to coat this one soon. But I got to get the customers done first. Because we had a customer who has an order for 3 gallons. And we're going to have to do his first. And then after that, we got some other orders going to be doing on top of that. Once everything's done, I'm spraying my screen. I'm taking it out the door. Oh, let me see. Hold on for a minute. Slow color change out. But you have to have confidence in your product. If you don't have any confidence in your product, How do you expect anybody to have any faith in your product if you don't have faith in your own product? Have to have faith in it. We're doing a slow color change out. That's what we're doing right now. See how the screen reacts to a slow color change out. So I figured, look, he's not going to open up them shopping carts anytime soon. So since you got that one product available, we'll buy that instead. We'll bring it down here. It's actually a dark gray. So that would be something we'd be interested in. So we're going to make preparations to get that started. What we're going to do is we're going to have somebody else place the order for us because we want to make sure there's no tampering with the product, nothing added into it. These are individuals that can't be trusted on that level. You can't order something from directly because they'll mess with it. And we have to make sure whoever places the order, they don't even know where it's coming from. So he has one product on there for sale. We'll buy that one. We'll bring it down here. We're going to match it against Crow's products, the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint, and then we'll see exactly if it's black or white paint. Since he does have one available, because we've been in here looking at this site. I got several people on his site right now. And every time we go in here, we refresh the page. They're all sold out. He only has one of these available. So that's the one we're going to buy, the Plus. Unless for some reason that pops up and that's sold out too. So I'll go in here, I'm going to refresh my page and show you that look. Refresh the page. It's still saying the same thing. Man, you're going to need to open these shopping carts up so we can get to your stuff. You're for some reason, one cancels out. And the other one, shopping carts are staying closed. If you're that terrified of us testing your product out, because I will put it against these tests. So those certified projection screens I have sitting over here, this is what you'll be going through. So we'll see if your product can work or not. We'll put it through the same testing we go through every day. So you got one product in there. So I'll put the order in. I'll make a phone call and put the order and let somebody take care of it. And then we'll have it shipped over here and we'll unbox it, see what we got. You've been cutting corners. You're not going to survive over here. I'm just trying you from the door. Things get brutal over here. One of the tests you're going to be going against is an 18 certified. You'll be going on a white level test. You'll be going out in the max out room. We'll be dropping at projectors at 1,000 lumens at 22 feet back on certifies. Color level test, just like we're doing right now. Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
And then the hardest test is, well, the black and white product test, which means we have to make a black and white paint. We use Jamie's video to see if we can match yours, match your product. If at the end of the day, if it's screen paint or at the end of the day it's black and white paint. See how far, if it matches the bare silver screen, bullseye, primer, stuff like that.
Real cowboys get customized car insurance with Liberty Mutual, so we only
Now keep in mind, these are tests that should have been done a long time ago. But we have these tests done of our products, and we're throwing sheets and all different kinds of materials against our screens, and our screens are being tested. I don't know why theirs can't be tested. What's the problem? So I guess these tests only are required for our technology and nobody else. No, it doesn't work that way. And like I said, if they basically mind their own business, stayed in their own backyard, I would have no interest in what they do over there. It's none of my business to begin at the end of the day. But the minute you start putting my product into things and saying my product is this, that, and the other, now it's time for me to test your product. Let's see if your product can withstand the testing that we have over here. Which means if one of these screens are going against 18 certifieds and a bunch of ultra short throws, you're going to go against it too. If it has to be thrown back 22 feet back outside, you're going to go through it too. All the strange and weird testing we got to put our screens through, you got to go through it. Because the minute someone compares their product to us, then guess what? We're going to bring you over here and see if you do compare to us. Other than that, these two individuals mind their own business. Well, they're done now. But they mind their own business and they went about their own business. I can make the most craziest accusation in the world. At the end of the day, I don't care because my name is not in there. But the minute you add my company into that, guess what? It's time to start getting your products down here to see if you compare to our technology. And what I see right now, one is the cancel king, because you've seen the email invite from that one, and all he does is cancel orders, and the other one refuses to open up his shopping carts. So that tells you right there. And neither one of them have tested their products yet. We're done. We're moving on to new stuff already, and they still haven't tested their products yet. But yet you guys want to do reviews, and you're supposed to be experts and professionals in your field. But you got that one screen paint. We'll take that. I'll take that. That's all I need. I guarantee you, it'll be 2021 and 2022, and your shopping carts will still be locked. And if your shopping carts are locked for that long, at the end of the day, it shows that you're scared to do testing. You're scared for us to buy your products. You will keep that shopping cart locked. That shows you have no confidence. If you have no confidence, people shouldn't buy from you. I'm gonna make that a part of my videos. Every day, we're gonna just pop in there, refresh the page, and see how long your shopping carts. I'll do that for 2 months. Just to have a backup on every video showing you, look, we checked that shopping cart for 2 months and that thing stayed locked. Ain't that much out of stock in the world anywhere on the planet. You're afraid to open your shopping carts. That's what it is. You can't back your product. You want, I'll take that gray paint you got over there and I'll put it against a Phantom or one of these. Let's see what happens. Put the order in next week. Matter of fact, we already got 3 orders going through. We got the Cinemax, we got the Personal. We need those anyway, not for testing against. It's not gonna pass this stuff. We put it against the digital and crystal screen paint. That's what we're putting it against. I'm out of Personal mix altogether. My sample sheet is beat up. It's done. Even though we can make it, because we know how to make it, and like I said, it's not professional. You don't do it that way. We need the actual package here. We need it unboxed. That's what we need. So we're going to have Partay's product here soon, and we're going to have the rest of some of Crow's products over here to do the testing against Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. And then we'll show you all the tests that they're supposed to do that they're not doing in their test, which means they're going to do side-by-side tests next to our technologies. If the screen can do 4 certifies, they should be to do the same thing. If you can do 18, they should be to do 18. I might get some liquid crystal LED lights. I've seen these things, man. It's like the water, like liquid flows through them. Oh, they're so cool. I might get a set of those for in there. I might change out the blue lounge. I think I'm gonna change out the blue lounge LED lights to that liquid flowing crystal for Or that for the lounge? 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
A city is its spaces. In this space, these 1,300 acres will give South Philly the space to do what we do best. Lead America into what's new, what's needed, what's next. Introducing the Bellwether District. Next starts here.
It's Christmas time again.
$1,300 acres. Let me see. My buddy has about 18. That's 1,300 acres. He has 18 acres. I'm like, good gracious, man. Whew. I add that up for a minute. Think about that for a minute. I got a buddy of mine. He got 120 in his sticks. I'm like, what in the world are you doing with 120 acres of land? I always ask people, you ever go to the other end? Do you ever go to the other end? Like get on ATV and go to the other end? Curious. Most people never do. I wouldn't. At the end of the day, I'm not traveling all the way out there. I'll probably put some scout cameras out there. That's basically about it. But I don't want to know what's going on in the middle of the night in the woods with scout cameras. I probably never look at it. That's when you find the creepy stuff in your backyard. Yeah, I'm good. Have a heat wave, tropical heat wave. Let me get this ready. The certified is going to be ready. Put on the big string this year and we'll do this test. So at least I got my answer. Yeah. It's going to have no problem going through certified screens with no problem. So I'm happy about that. I need to see that. I need to see where the white levels are going to lay at and how it's going to be to react to the white screen level. Skyward food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
I want to see what game it is. Look at the 115 going. Still close. That's so down. So they don't even so down. This is that one here we can get. This is a dark gray. Take down there. Definitely take that one. I have to take this. want that demonstration anyway. And so, at least I got understanding that the screen's going to react. When we go to certifies against it, it's going to be a cakewalk for the technology, so that's good to know. Oh crap, I just remembered something. I can't change that screen out. It's a Phantom in there. I need a Phantom for demonstration. I think that's the, yeah, it's the biggest Phantom. No, we got 135 of the Phantom, but that's going to be switched over to the gamer paint. All right, so that's going to stay where it's at because that's the Phantom for paint on. I need that one for demonstration. This one's going to be coated. I'm going to turn that one into this one. And then, let me see, I got another 150-inch upstairs of that technology that can be coated with the invisible Phantom. And then I had the gamer paint coming out, and we had the blue and some other stuff we're going to be working on. So, yeah, I got plenty of room to switch up. But that one has to stay there because I need that one for demonstration. Oh. I'll go back to that whole video section right there. What was it on here? That particular video. Oh, please don't tell me I lost that. Oh, here we go. 8K Earth.
Getting that from YouTube.
I'm about to say, I know it didn't spell like the assault weapon. That's 8K World. We don't want 8K World. We want 8K Earth. Which one we have here? Give us what we actually want. I want 8K Earth. I guess we have to put this in here. Alright, let's go to search. Let's figure this out. Let's go into 8. Okay. Space. Okay. There we go. That's so hard. Oh, they're going to give us 8K Earth, like literally 8K Earth, not the 8K Earth for the channel 8K Earth. Ah, should have thought about that one. Why would you name it that? That'd be so freaking confusing. This isn't actually 8K Earth, this is actually 8K Earth, 8K Earth. Alright, we'll figure it out. I like those videos on it, it was nice. They put 8K Earth, and that can be literally 8K Earth. The Earth being 8K.
We can't help you with your passion for ceramics or macrame.
Yeah, that's not going to be it. That's not what we had. Mother George. No, I want the actual video we had on here before that. I wonder if I could go pan backwards. How far can I pan backwards on this thing? No, we can't pan backwards that far. Okay, we have to cancel that. Ah, Mother George. Let me see. Go to search. YouTube channel 8K Earth.
Getting that from YouTube.
That's a weird name to name it because at the end of the day, as I said before, it's just going to bring up videos under the earth being 8K World, but that's the same thing as I had before. I wonder. That's the same. What's up here? like the other one better. But they named the channel 8K Earth, which means you type in 8K Earth, it literally brings the videos on the Earth in 8K. Well, that's a confusing YouTube channel. They have some really good videos on there. I'll have to individually track that one down because I'm not going to be able to Google speak this thing, but it's like having the gamer tag Xbox off, which is actually pretty funny though. Don't say his name. Don't say his name. Did that yesterday. Really? Anytime we showed it off, we already did it already. But I know what you are already from the door, so time out for you. Bye-bye. If you can't see contrast on your gray screen, how is that my fault? So a fellow came into my, have you done the demonstration with the Batman scene? If you can't see contrast on your screen, then you know what? You need to do that test yourself. How about you play that Batman scene and you do it outside at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on your gray screen paint, see what happens. And then you can put the video below for us. All right? All right. Thank you. I can do that on here with no problem. And at the end of the day, not to be rude, but I know you individuals that come in here and make these comments at the end of the day. I know who you support, but at the end of the day, you can't, you have a product on your wall at the end of the day that's black and white paint. The digital and crystal screen paint can do the same thing that product can do. It's 7 years old and it's free. So you just paid $85 for a black and white product. So at the end of the day, I know your well, I don't know your frustration. I don't understand. I'm sorry. Our springs actually work. I can't relate to you on that one. It doesn't bother me when you make comments like that. I laugh over it because I know how your screen's made. I used to make them. So anything you tell me that your product can do, I know it can't do because I used to develop it. I used to make it. That's why the digital and crystal screen paint matches the product. The screen just went through what? All white levels certifies and did a 4 certify right from the door. But I had to give you some respect at the fact that you do support a product that's never been tested. One of the individual cancels all orders, and the other one has a shopping cart that continues to stay locked. So I don't know. That's Crow's product right there. And that screen's black. And light is transferring through the screen constantly back and forth. And that thing still generates a high enough white level and contrast color without fading out. And it's like physically pushing back and forth through the screen. Red screen. So let's see which screen maintains its color. Mind you, like I said, this is a solid surface that you're looking at. So light is hitting it and bouncing off of it. That's it. Our screen, light is constantly filtered pushing through it. So our screen should have a lower color level because there's more light transferring through the screen. Now the lights I have in the kitchen can't transfer through his screen because I say his screen is a solid form. Where lights in the kitchen can transfer through my screen from here to here, back and forth, because my screen is transparent. So which one would pull the higher white level and higher color level? Let's see. There you go. That shows you the difference on how advanced our technology is. It's an acoustic screen. So if you understand about how acoustic technology works, it's designed that sound can travel through it. But if sound can travel through it, so can light. So the problem with most acoustic screens that I see online, most of them are white or gray, which means at the end of the day, they can't have a lot of light behind it because light pushing to the back of the screen will cause the screen's colors to deteriorate in the front. Where if you're using a screen that's a solid form, the light is only hitting from the front and coming back. That's it. But on acoustic, light is constantly traveling back and forth through the screen over and over again. But the fact that that technology can maintain that bright, beautiful, vivid color when all that light's pushing back and forth through it, and both screens are being hit with a 5,000 projector, and this one still can't maintain. Now, got anything else to say today? Okay, then. I swear there are days where I get into these conversations with some of these people, and I just got to roll my eyes and just look into another corner like, are you kidding me? Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
That's why you look at acoustic screens, they're always dark behind where the screen's at. Again, because, like I said, light gets into the back of that screen. You'll never see an acoustic screen displayed this way because light gets in the back of that screen, it'll fade the screen out. This technology is so advanced. Like I said, you saw where I did the certified. Certifieds at least had a fighting chance. This is black and white paint. This stuff is not going to stand against this technology. That's why I said we get it over here. There is no point in me wasting my time, my day on testing it against this stuff over here. We're going to throw it against a digital one crystal screen paint. That's a product that's designed for it. Slow color change out.
Getting that from YouTube.
I just sat there and said, if you watch a screen take on 18 certified screens, what makes you think that a gray screen paint is ever going to be able to compete with technology like that? I couldn't, man, I've done so many of these, it's not even funny. And if he sits up there and he says, oh, but my technology is different. No, it's not. It's not. It's not different. You can't even back your product up to black and white paint. So I don't care what kind of screen paint product you make, this, that, and the other, neither one of y'all can back your products up. Where are the test demonstrations at? Can't go on live, can't make the products one by one, all the ingredients that we posted the digital crystal screen paint ingredients. Where are the demonstrations live of making each individual product and put it against their screen? There are none. They didn't do them. Where's the demonstration against black paint, matching ours? They didn't do them. So how are you going to come up with any new products? How are you going to claim that your product is better than digital one crystal screen paint if you haven't done the test yet, live, comparing your products? Now, at the end of the day, digital one crystal screen paint is black and white paint. That's what it is. So if we take black and white paint, it's going to match black and white paint because that's what it was 7 years ago. Technology we have here, if we say, oh, it's just black paint, well, we can show it's not black paint. Gunmetal screens, oh, they're just dark gray screens. Oh, no, it's different than everyday mixing your, we got those test demonstrations too. Black fabric, black vinyl, got those temperatures tests done. We had a list of them. Boom, done. So at the end of the day, you don't even know what you're buying. What else you do? That's why we can do this demonstration with ease, with no problem, back in our products. Let's see. Let's go over to, and this is one of the things I said, you have to do those tests because at the end of the day, customer needs to know if they're going to be giving you money at the end of the day, what are they buying? Neither one of these individuals has backed their products. Like I said, that whole multi-screen application, it's a bunch of hooey. Come on. You can't break that down and show the difference between if you put in one to two, and you can't show the difference that there's a reaction between the first and the last. Are you kidding me? You can't just come on there and say, well, this application marries into that application. Show us why. Show us how. Show us the reaction if you do and you don't. That's what people need to see, not this right here. Haven't seen that one yet. Until then, at the end of the day, you can just basically buy the same color paint he has in the theater room and do the same thing until they back it up. You don't need 3 or 4 coats. I think that was done simply, strictly to separate their two products. That was it. So when we get his product down here, and we get, matter of fact, the Frankenstein matches that screen. We'll get the Frankenstein down there and that one down there, and we'll put them side by side. See how close they come to matching each other without putting in a multi-coat, which you don't even need. Because until he explains that one, I would like to see exactly the difference of why you need to put in 3 applications of paint or 4 applications of paint in order to paint a screen. What is the purpose of the 3? Why are they needed? What's the reaction? What's the reaction of them being there? What's the reaction of them not being there? What's the difference between the two? Yeah. People don't even think things through when they do it. Let's go with some purple. Now let's try gray. Gray screen.
Getting that from
My
YouTube.
screen being black, their screen being gray. Let's see how this one pops up. Nope, there we go. That's a dark gray, by the way. Right there. This is a light gray. Not white, light gray. This screen paint can't even pull up gray. It's supposed to be light gray, not white. See the same color here? It comes up on the screen. See how dark it is there? That's the color it's supposed to produce. That's the color it's supposed to produce. So when we click on here, it should be the exact same color you're seeing right there. That's what's being displayed. It's a dark gray. You can't see it because it doesn't have any contrast in it. That's why. That's the opposite. That's an interesting thing about gray screen paint mixtures. That's supposed to be a dark gray. That's supposed to be a light gray. Picks up the exact same color, whether it's light gray or dark gray. It still picks up the exact same color. I can see that one coming. Anyway, but like I said, to just show you real fast, and the Digital Crystal Screen Paint does the same thing. It does the exact same thing. It's not just his product. The Digital Crystal Screen Paint does the exact same thing. Has the same reaction. Does the exact same thing. Can't pick up the certain colors. It can't pick up contrast. It does the exact same thing his product does. No difference. Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
See, doesn't see contrast. So that's not going to be there. Can't see color. The only thing it does, it picks up a slightly higher white level. That's it. So pretty much you have a white screen. That's what you literally have at the end of the day. White screens don't see color, they don't see contrast, but they pick up high white levels. That's what you got, a white screen. So at the end of the day, you just painted your screen with just a darker, a slightly darker version than a white screen. That's what you have. That's all. Colors don't pick up. Colors don't pick up. Colors don't pick up. It's gonna be fast. Let's do this quick and get this over and done with. Contrast don't pick up. See if we can even get this to pick up. Any of these pick up? No. Only thing you can see is white light. That's it. Everything comes up tan, it means the screen can't pick up contrast levels. Let's go over to, let me see, search, let's go over to keys, crank that out of there, put that over there, there, put that right there. We got a new video demonstration. I'm gonna pop on some of these new ones I got over here. Let's pull this one up. There you go. Rest of my case. Can't see contrast in no way whatsoever. That's what happens with white gray screens when they display them. And we got a big screen downstairs display. We got a Phantom at 106 inches on Digital One Crystal Screen Paint at 92 inches. We can bring these two screens into the Digital One, and neither one of them can match the black screen. Yeah, that's like I said in the bed. I gotta get some lighter sample sheets too, because these things are way too heavy. Daylight set up my speakers. Let me go measure my doorway. It's gonna figure out my speed. Alright, so we're going to have the detailed instructions to Screen Paint can be available for pre-order at around noon today. This is for our customers that have been asking us over and over again. And we can put a pre-order date out, so we have it for noon today. And then we'll be good to go from there. This thing's going to go through all the tests with no problems, so I'm not worried about that. Since people we just did some certified projection screens, and these are more advanced than screen print mixers I've seen on the market. We'll throw the mixers up here just to show you exactly. No, it's not going to make any difference. You got people out there that will seriously believe that. You can do 18 certified high performance screens, and they go, well, what about a screen paint mix? What about that? Well, that's short. Yeah, I'm going to leave that one alone. We're going to leave that one alone. Seriously. And the demo, leave that one alone. Understand that the screen paint mixes have never been tested on 18 certified screens or above, but still, I believe it can have a chance against that screen. And I got a chance of winning the lottery in all 50 states at the exact same time. Why? A gorilla crashes through my roof and sings Yankee Doodle Dandy in French. And let's have a little fun here. Batman, Tumblr scene.
Getting that from YouTube.
Is that your girlfriend? It's complicated. I'm not gonna forget you. Just like you're not gonna forget me. Grass with licorice pizza everywhere Christmas Day.
It just sounds disgusting. At so many levels, it's not even funny. But I'm pretty sure some people have already tried it. That's why I said that there's no anywhere you could ever watch this screen paint product, even on Batman.
Hey, you ain't like everybody else, right?
See? Good waste of your time. Batman versus Superman.
Getting that from YouTube.
Well, I'm here. I got that butcher, that one breathe away all the way. There you go. Completely washed out. But like I said, the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint will do the exact same thing too. At the end of the day, you know. So, at the end of the day, you can pay $85 or save it and put it towards something else. And just make the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint if you're going to be using that kind of paint anyway to begin with. 7 years old. No products. Digital One Crystal Screen Paint can't match any of the technology we have here. None of it whatsoever. And neither can their products. So at the end of the day, it's all black and white paint. And they can't back up their products by saying that it's not. They haven't done the test yet. And since they haven't done the test, you might as well make the product for free. Done with. Now, I'm happy with the results I have here already on the technology. This technology has already passed its outside test already at 7:33. It already passed its outside test. But we got more testing to do on it because I'm still not finally done with it yet. And I got to get ready to design new labels because now we find out the technology got acoustic capabilities. Then we got to do a floor. We have 3D mapping demonstrations to do on it. So yeah, we have quite a lot to go. And we're probably going to do ultra short throw today, which I'm curious about ultra short throw. So and then we got to build the bigger screen because I do want 106. But then I'm going to have 106. I have 2 or 3 in the house. I'm going to do 106 for myself, customized for fun to move back and forth, especially for downstairs. I need a big one for downstairs. We have 148 in here, which is going to be converted, and 150-inch upstairs are going to be converted to this new technology.
Bruce, please. I was wrong. You have to listen to me. Lex wants to.
Now keep in mind, when you display this, this has to be displayed against the wall, not in your doorway. Mine's in the doorway. All right, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. I'm out of here. Thank you for your time. I will be back on later on in the day to do the ultra short throw demonstration, some certified screens with that. Thank you for your time. And of course, we always thank our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for blessing us with such amazing technology. I have to go. Turn my projector off here. It's time for me to get a little more rest before I got to be up. I got orders to take care of. As for orders updates, I'm going to have some order updates today. Thank you for my customers who have been so patient for contacting me, calling me. Thank you for understanding. So we have a little backup on a little thing, few things orders, but they're all coming in. Don't worry about it. Everything's coming in. We got some landing today, some landed yesterday. This is the stuff we need to make your products, and you'll have a tracking number. Sure enough, as I always promised, your packages will be shipped right out the door as always agreed. With that being said, thank you for your time. I have to go, and we thank our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for blessing us with such amazing technology. Gotta go, and God bless.